the countdown?
Yes, and we're good. We're on. It's live.
Yeah,
They're
what
doing
is
this again? So that's old, man. That's from last week's episode. I don't
That's
know
so
why
weird.
that's still here. So, welcome to Collector's Hideout, where apparently everything goes wrong. Chat's already popping off from last week. This is the show where we get together. We might have a drink or two, talk a bunch of trash about current events of pop culture, anything else that kind of tickles fancies. Uh, Tonight, I'm joined by the usuals. We got Mr. Psycho. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Thank you.
And Shellhead Tony, how's it going, man? Are you not feeling too
good?
well?
Holding it together. Yeah.
Got a little Vicks vapor rub on your chest, trying to get that cough up.
Put it on the foot with a sock. Yeah, I'll be all right.
Wow, that's a. Thanks. So,
Call my mom. She'll fix everything.
just throwing it out there because I didn't say it to you guys yet, and throw it in the cast. Today was my last day at my current employer, who's no longer
Very
current
nice.
employer.
Congratulations,
I walked out.
man.
It was supposed to be tomorrow, and I was just like, I'm not feeling this. I'm out. So,
Congratulations, dude.
thank you. Like, they were trying to push me out last week. Like, oh, you put your notice in, just don't come back. You're fine. Just go. And I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, you have like 100 hours of overtime. We'll just use that. Like, no. I'm gonna work next week, get my full paycheck, and you're gonna give me my full 100-hour fucking paycheck. Like,
Nice.
that's no. All right. Oh, look, we got an early visit from Tim. Look at
I had to read that twice.
You got confused by eucalyptus? I know it's a big word.
I thought it said take an octopus bath. It'll clear you right up.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to go to
Phonics
AI and
works
make
for me.
a picture of your Shellhead logo taking an octopus bath.
In a bathtub with an octopus.
So tonight, there was really no exact topic. Just it's a wild card episode. We're just gonna discuss whatever kind of pops up. I know Psycho had a couple ideas. I think Tony, you might have had something you wanted to discuss in the world of anything that's not toys. Even though we can talk toys too, because
I think I was mistaken between this week and next week. It doesn't matter.
Bro, we said last week, you're like, oh, next week is trick or treat. Like, no, Tony, that's the 30th. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking
today. You're like, trick or treat's tonight, right? Like, no, Tony.
He's just really excited. That's all. He's just very, very excited.
Ace Frehley died. Anybody see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bummer to start off the show. Yeah.
I just popped on my feed. I'm like, oh shit, who knew? I'm not surprised. I was expecting some member of KISS at some point to pass, but I guess he had
old enough, right? Like,
but he had like brain aneurysms or some shit. He had something he died from.
Yeah.
Did he have a worm up there? So I know just to get it rolling while people still kind of travel into the chat here. Psycho, you wanted to discuss, you said you got the new game where you throw balls at monsters?
Yeah. No, I picked up the new Pokemon game today. I played maybe 15 minutes, though. I've been super busy since I got home. The one thing that I can say definitively is it's probably the best looking Pokemon game that's been released. It looks amazing, but I don't have much insight other than that.
What's it for, the Switch?
The Switch 2. Yeah. I mean, you can get it for the Switch or the Switch 2. I bought it on the Switch 2.
Yeah, I haven't played Pokemon since like the Game Boy and Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
And
So
maybe Pokemon Snap, that game where you like take pictures of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think I played that with the kids I used to babysit back in the day.
So, I mean, I played the original Pokemon game after everybody else did because I couldn't afford Pokemon back then. And so after my cousin got Pokemon Yellow, she gave me Pokemon Red, and I played it and I liked it. And then I didn't play another Pokemon game after that until Pokemon Diamond. And my friend was like, hey, you really got to start playing this game. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. Not sure, but, we'll see. And he's like, no, you got to play. And I was like, all right, I don't have the money right now. So he traded me one of my N64s, and he bought the Pokemon game and something else. It was a good trade. and I was playing it, and I really enjoyed it. And since then, I've played most of the releases. I've skipped a couple of them.
So, like Tony with his pointing, the Pokemon Red. I had a friend. You're a little older than we are, Tony, so that was probably high school for you when that all came out. Because I was in middle school in like 7th grade. So you're a couple years older. So yeah, you've probably been in high school. I had a friend, this friend Tim. He took my Game Boy. He was playing Pokemon Red, trying to help me fucking level up or whatever the fuck it was. And I guess he was playing during class, and he got my Game Boy taken by the teacher. Hey, because like I'm like, bro, like what? Why didn't you like say no? He's like, what am I supposed to say? Like I'm just sitting there jerking off in class. I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. I would have my fucking Game Boy right now.
Well,
was that Tim Harden?
Yes, Tim Harden. Yeah, I don't know why we're throwing last names out there, but yes, it was him.
Well, no, I wasn't sure.
Oh, what's going on, Jose? Some Cuban guy in the house. So,
some Cuban guy had a hilarious story about what happened to him this morning when he tried to pick up Pokemon. It was great.
Well, that's between him and the good Lord because he's in the chat.
Yeah.
If he wants to share it and type it up, he can. Well, yeah. So it's. I wanted to discuss. Has anybody seen the trailer for Anaconda?
Yes.
No.
Well, Jack Black and Paul Rudd. Yes, absolutely.
That just made it all that much more worse.
Hold on, Tony. Why? So hold on. So the movie is about them remaking Anaconda. You know, the one with, Ice Cube. Yeah. So they're trying to remake it. And then like they have like an animatronic snake and it breaks. Or no, they have a real snake, but it's like a smaller python, and they wind up killing the snake. And they're like, "Oh, well, we'll just have to go find another snake." And then they find like a real anaconda that then tries to kill them. It's essentially the way it's going. Nothing about it looks good.
I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. They have a real snake. They accidentally kill it. Then they have a fake snake. They destroy it, and then they get attacked by a larger snake. It's
by a fucking anaconda.
Thinking of both of their styles of comedy, I don't see how they would play off of each other.
Because Paul Rudd has that very smart ass.
It's very dry.
Yeah.
So Paul Rudd is very dry, and then you've got Jack Black.
Like a muted down Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. But then you've got Jack Black, who just looks like a cartoon character wandering around.
Yes, that's a perfect example of Jack Black.
I feel like there's going to be a scene where he just like does that stereotypical like jerk out pose he does with his head, with his hair.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's going, snake, like something like that.
You know, and I could see that being like in the beginning when he's like trying to pitch, doing a reboot or something. Like, yeah, absolutely, I could see that.
I just see it happening. I don't know.
I'm a Jack Black fan. I got no complaints.
Hi. Jack Black's one of those that, like, I can't think of anything that I'm like, oh my God, I love that from Jack Black.
School of Rock was great. School of Rock was amazing. So that's definitely up there for me. Love School of Rock.
If you say so, I'll give you.
The
can't say you're wrong, but I totally agree.
Movies were good. A lot of people didn't like this movie, and they didn't like Jack Black's portrayal. But King Kong, the Peter Jackson King Kong, I enjoyed as well.
Wasn't he just Peter Jackson?
I mean, he was Carl Denham in that film, so he was a director. But
that is not a movie. Some Cuban guy. Tenacious D is though, as the music side is good.
It is a movie. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Oh yeah, it is.
Look at Jose.
That was a very quick retort.
I wish. I'm just 3 in already because I don't have to fucking work tomorrow because I quit. So be jealous.
See, I remember the very first time I saw Jack Black was in an episode of The X-Files.
Yeah, that's where That's not the first time I saw him, but I remember watching X-Files later on and being like, oh shit, that's fucking Jack Black.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I was gonna say the first movie I ever saw Jack Black in was Airborne.
Air Bud?
Airborne with Seth Green. Seth Green was in it.
Was that the skating one?
Uh-huh.
The Disney movie?
I don't know if it was a Disney movie, but it was they're rollerbladers or whatever. I don't know if it was Disney. I think it was just a movie.
I mean, Disney may have made something of it. I feel like that was a Disney movie.
Yeah, Mars Attacks. I tried to get us to watch that movie, but was overruled.
I love that movie.
We can absolutely do Mars Attacks, just not for, Halloween Eve.
I mean, we absolutely could have done it for Halloween Eve. Then I wouldn't have to pay for a movie. It'd be great.
Or, like I showed you last night,
Damn it.
fucking 3 times this week, it's been
Let's go to the library.
Yeah, but I don't have cable. I don't have AMC.
Neither do I.
Then how is that helpful?
Because I can still watch it. There's fucking all these other apps you can get to watch those channels for free.
That's true.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I don't do any of that stuff.
There's a ton of fucking apps you can get to watch those shits for free. But it's because, like, just last night, it was the last night I sent you a picture. It's like live, trick or treat. It's fucking live. Watch it.
Luckily,
I remember Jack Black being in Mars Attacks. He was in Mars Attacks?
Yeah. He was the soldier brother.
That's how unmemorable he was in that. All right, so if I had to pick my like top Jack Black performance, it would have to be him in like Tropic Thunder.
That was good.
Really good.
And that's just because Tropic Thunder itself was so goddamn good. Like, oh yeah, and some Cuban guy just popped in and said it also. Yeah, that's probably my favorite Jack Black.
Yeah, I like that movie. I think it's funny.
It's surprising that Robert Downey Jr. didn't get canceled for that.
I think that boosted his career. He was already doing well, man. That just helped.
I think if anybody would have had a potential of getting canceled in that movie, it would have been Ben Stiller for the fucking movie he plays in there. What the fuck's the guy's name?
Simple Jack?
Yeah, I think if anybody would have gotten canceled, it would have been for that shit. But, it was a different time when that was made. People had a little more sense of humor in them.
Oh, I forgot about Saving Silverman. He was really good in that, too. He was funny.
Shallow Hal was pretty funny, too.
See, I didn't like Shallow Hal. I don't even remember him in Saving Silverman. And till this day, because I just fucking almost did it, when I see Saving Silverman, I always want to say, what the fuck is wrong with me? How much do I have drank? I always want to say, Saving Sarah Silverman. Like, that's just what my mind reads when that fucking, it just pops up. That's what my mind reads every fucking time. Whoa, Cuban guy coming in with the hard R. Calm down, Cuban guy. Calm down. We don't. What the fuck?
Oh, wow. Who the hell was he in Waterworld?
That's what I'll tell you. Like, Jack Black, if he's in these movies, I believe that he's in them. He was not memorable at all for me in any.
You think he just takes anything he could get his hands on until he got to the point where he is now?
Absolutely.
But even
I
now,
can also say
he takes whatever he thinks is funny. It's not like he doesn't care.
Well, no, he also, yeah. But like back then, like when he was doing X-Files, he was just taking anything to get on screen and get.
How do you want a fucking Emmy, Oscar, whatever the hell he won for Bowser singing Peaches?
He deserved that.
He won a fucking award as a cartoon character. Couldn't do it as a live action character, but by God, he could do it as Bowser.
It's because of how he looks. Big giant turtle. That's very intimidating. He gets the award. But see, I guess my problem is like when you're looking at Waterworld or Demolition Man, I haven't seen them like within the past, couple years. So especially when I would have first seen them, I wouldn't even paid attention to Jack Black not knowing who the fuck he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what? Fucking Demolition Man came out like 97?
Wasn't it earlier than that?
It may have been, but I feel like 97, 96. I never even fucking heard of Jack Black then.
Anchorman.
See,
93.
93? Was it really that old?
I was going to say, I thought it was a way older movie.
See, even then, more to it that I would never been like, oh, there's Jack Black. I don't know who the fuck he was to remember him at all. To be like, oh yeah, he was in that.
So Bowser's a turtle?
Yes.
What the fuck did you think he was?
I thought he was a mixture of two things. He had a turtle shell. He wore the turtle shell, but I thought he was something else.
He's a turtle.
That's a terrible rendition of a turtle.
Technically, he's not a turtle, but yes, he's a turtle.
He looks like a Chinese New Year dragon.
Because he's to me a dragon of some sort, or like a lizard type thing that lives inside of a turtle shell. Because anybody who knows turtles, like we know turtles can't come out of their fucking shell. Like that's part of their body. And all those Goombas and shit, you pop them, they come out of their fucking shell. So they're not really turtles because there's not part of them. They're just like stole a turtle skeleton and you're wearing it.
As far as like Bowser looking like a turtle, if you go back to his original design, he looks a lot more like a turtle than he does now.
Well, yeah, because it was smaller graphics and simpler designs. But still, he's not really a turtle. But they say he's a turtle, but technically he's not. Tim, I swear to God, you know reptiles, and you know damn well that a turtle shell is part of the turtle's body. So he's not no goddamn turtle. And yes, I am putting real life science into fucking fictional video games.
So you know what? To kind of piggyback on Psycho's point, just his colors and his design made him look like an angry turtle. And then as he's progressed over the years, he looks more like a dragon inside a turtle costume.
Well, yeah, because they've gotten obviously technology, better graphics. They've changed the design and make it more intimidating, make him, something to actually fear. So, I mean, it makes sense that they would just keep upping him. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's making a joke because
about Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, because the actor who played Dennis Hopper played Bowser and also played the bad guy in Speed.
Yeah, no. That's why I was like 93. Like what? And I was that thing like, oh, the movie. Yeah, no, duh. Yeah. Wow, I am not drunk enough for that. So, but fuck. I'm in the chat's going. So anybody in the chat, give us something that you want to discuss with us. We'll go on with it. But Psycho, I know you had a few things you wanted to touch tonight.
No, I mean, really, I was thinking about the Pokemon game. I thought I'd get a little more time in than I did. So I was, thinking about that, and really the only other things that I had were, we've all been getting the NECA Turtle, the 2012 Turtles. They've been coming in. I haven't opened mine, but I do have Mikey, Shredder, and Leo. And I can tell you I opened up the Ecto Glow Ghostbusters yesterday and got those up on the shelves. And I think that they're cool.
Okay. So they just, I guess at Comic-Con, because you mentioned it, New York Comic-Con, they showed the Ecto Glow Copter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right. And then on Toy Anxiety, they had like a special episode where they had one of the guys on the Hasbro Ghostbusters team was on there, and he showed a picture of the Ectocopter that they, like the actual one they 3D printed. And then they showed it what it looks like with a Ghostbuster sitting inside of it. And the Ghostbuster they used was a Ecto Glow Louis Tully.
Yeah. Because he's the one that was supposed to come with it. That's what they said when they announced it originally.
They never said anything. They showed a silhouette. They never confirmed or denied any of those accusations. There was a silhouette that showed the copter and then a figure next to it, which would match Louis Tully.
Yeah.
But that's going to be San Diego Comic-Con exclusive next year.
Yeah.
So they still haven't confirmed that he's coming with it, but the silhouette showed it, and then they actually showed a picture of him sitting inside of it, and it looks great.
I mean, I hadn't watched any reviews for those figures, and so when I opened mine, I was very surprised to discover that what I thought were extra heads were just masks that go over the heads.
You didn't know that?
That's
how the originals were.
Yeah, but I never owned the original, and the only time I'd ever seen the original was in that toy magazine that you used to get with certain toys. There'd be like a little booklet for the year, and be like different different licenses, different lines, and that's the only place that I had ever seen the Ecto Glow Ghostbusters. I never saw them in stores. I never actually saw one in person. I only saw them in pictures in that booklet.
Yeah, I've never seen them in person. I've just seen them online. And that was one of the big things that they talked about was that they put a mask on so they glow too. What the hell? There you go, Tony. Read that. Have fun. That sounds like something your alley.
Yeah, if anybody can't see it, I'm in the process of creating a fully transformable 3D printed wearable costume cosplay of Voltron that I'm going to attempt to print soon. Something I can wear and transform to the 5 lines. Yeah, that'd be badass. I saw the one dude made the life size. Yeah, right. Made the 6-foot Voltron. It's all printed in colors, and it's got like that. I don't want to say futuristic, but got a little more modern flair to it, and it's a badass piece. And I'm all about it. Shit, I'd love to own one.
I mean, I'd love to see what all like Joe could like 3D print, right? Because it seems like every day I'm seeing files and people posting up different things they're printing, and the things are getting crazier and crazier. Like when it comes from masks to actual full cosplay suits. Joe sent me one where a guy's printing up a life-size alien, and I'm just like, it's like each day there's like steps that just go further and further and making them even more insane. And the quality of what's coming out of these 3D printers. I just wish I had the time and the patience to really work on my 3D printer and tone it into that because I can't.
I saw something yesterday online, and I was like, "Man, I'm going to call Chris and ask him if he's seen this." And since you said Alien, it jogged my memory. But have you seen that they're doing a Monster High Xenomorph crossover?
Yeah, so we posted in the group the other day.
Okay. All right, I didn't see that.
It went on sale today. If you were like part of the Maddie or not Maddie collector anymore, but the Mattel whatever bullshit,
Yeah,
like their group, and apparently it sold out in like 15 minutes. It's $85.
It sounds like
it's go on sale. I think again tomorrow for like all the normies.
See, I was hoping to grab probably 3 or 4 of them.
I don't think it's a bad move to do.
You gonna get one, Chris?
Probably not.
Why not? It's an alien thing.
It looks badass.
It looks great.
I thought the picture that I saw looked cool.
But what do you call it? Monster High people. There's a following in the last few years for whatever reason. It's come back around, and that thing, the custom dolls that come out, right? So you get the Xenomorph before that. You've had Elvira. You had
you have Wednesday. You've got
there's a Beetlejuice set. Yeah. And they all, as soon as they're done being on the shelf, they're $300-$400 online. So I forget the one that Gianna was telling me about the other day. We were looking at, and because she showed me the Xenomorph too, and I'm like, yeah, I get them and resell them all day long. They'll sell without a problem.
And Tim, I think Tim says that he normally does sell a lot of Monster High dolls, and apparently it's a hell of a market. I wouldn't be buying them to resell. If I got one, it would be part of my. I don't know where the fuck I'd put it. Like it wouldn't match any goddamn thing I have. Like, the closest thing it would match would be like the horrors statues I got, and
you'd have to keep that thing in the box. That's not something I would recommend opening.
Right? What the fuck am I gonna put that? I ain't got space for that shit. But it is cool though. Now
they stack it up on the floor.
If they wound up doing like a Predator version, then I'd probably really be torn because of the two franchises, Predator's my main franchise. Then I'd probably be screwed into buying one. But
speaking of buying things, when are you gonna buy the Jungle Hunter Hot Toys Predator?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What was that? Oh, look, I muted him. He can't talk.
No, that's a good point.
I mean, they are from the same. Maybe, yeah. Because you figure
they're from the same universe.
Well, yeah, not the same universe, but they're from Geiger's. They're inspired from Geiger's art.
Oh, okay.
Species and the Xenomorph, yeah, they're all inspired from that same type of art. So I mean, a lot of the similar design.
That was a weird fucking movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that one. That's not gonna be one of our movies to watch and talk about.
Fucking what's his name?
Why
Audrey.
not?
What is it?
No Audreys. No more Audreys, okay?
No,
After
no.
Little Shop of Horrors, we're
What is
done
his
with
name?
Audrey.
No, Adrian Brody. Adrian Brody like fucks the thing, and I'm like, is anybody else seeing this right now?
Hold on. No, he said species, fool, not that's splice.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
That was a good movie though.
What's wrong with Species?
That's what I'm saying, though. That was a wild fucking movie. Splice was fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, species was
mixed the
crazy
two
too.
up.
But yeah, no, yeah, Splice was nuts. I know you've never seen Splice, right, Psycho?
Nope.
Yes. So Psycho doesn't do horror movies unless like he's forced to watch them, apparently by me. So
It's not being forced. It's like, okay, so when I watch a horror movie by myself, what ends up happening is I start getting pissed off. And I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this when I'm getting pissed off? Because very rarely do you find a horror movie that does not spend the majority of its runtime insulting the viewer. Like, oh, look, here's what's going on. And, you know, you could live by doing this, but instead you're going to do the dumbest fucking thing you can do and you're going to die. And, like, that shit just frustrates the shit out of me. And I sit there and I'm watching them and I get more and more frustrated to the point of anger. And then it's like, well, it's why I don't play certain video games. Like, I don't do things to relax that piss me off.
But the thing,
that's kind of what it
is that I've been alive 41 years.
Yep.
And watching horror movies and seeing those people, like you just said, like, oh, why don't you run out the front door versus running up the stairs? You're a fucking idiot. Or why didn't you do this? You're stupid. Of all the people I've met in my 41 years, I feel I know many more people who would run up the stairs than out the front door. Like, I feel that is a very accurate thing people would do. I mean, I could be wrong, but maybe I just met the wrong people. But
I don't know.
I feel like I know a lot more people who would do stupid shit like that. That makes the horror movies more accurate.
So, you know, what I told you the other day, it's that most of the horror movies that I've watched when we've been hanging out because you're like, oh, we should watch this. It's like, all right, well, I'll watch with somebody else. And then, you know, it's less aggravating when you can like laugh at and point at stupid things that are happening with other people that you're watching with. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to force myself to watch it, but I don't know.
Like Jose just said, like a lot of that's like the old slashers, but that's why Scream was so good because it poked fun at the tropes of slashers, and Scream did. Scream was very meta. Like it was very making fun of itself and the whole franchise and the whole industry of that. But at the same time, they made a horror movie versus doing it like Scary Movie, where you make a complete comedy of the franchises or the genre. You know,
and listen,
like they were able to make fun of it while still paying homage to it.
For a very long time, Scream was my favorite horror movie. And I watched the hell out of that movie, and I saw the first three, and I really enjoyed them. And then I didn't see it for a long time. And a couple of years ago, they remastered it. It came out in 4K, and I bought it, and I sat down to watch it, and I just couldn't get past the beginning. Like,
I've watched Scream several times. It reminds me of the exact same movie I saw when I was like 14.
Yeah, no. But for me, like what happened was I'm watching it, and it's the whole Drew Barrymore scene. And when the father gets home, like when the mother and father get home, and the father's like hearing his daughter like gasping for air on the phone or whatever it is, like as a father myself of a daughter, like I couldn't get past that part. I'm like, yep, I'm done. I turned the movie off and didn't watch it again. I got through the first 10 or 15 minutes of the film, and I'm like, can't do it, because the movie it just felt different at that point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tony, have you ever had something like that happen? But I know the answer is no.
No, I'm just not. I'm well, a few things. One, I'm incredibly desensitized. It just doesn't do anything to me. And number two being, I know it's a movie. like Rebel won't watch a lot of stuff with me because she's like, I can't watch that. That could really happen. Well, a lot of things could fucking really happen. And so she just, like that's her out, I guess, to not watch some horror movies, but I'll watch anything. I don't care.
I'll say most horror movies, not I can't say most, but a lot of horror movies could really happen because a lot of them are just like some sick fuck that goes on a killing spree, right? Or this or that. Like, okay, yeah, Freddy Krueger doesn't really happen because you're not getting killed in your dreams like that. But like, I guess she just wanted to hang out with you.
For me, it was really I think it was really the thing of the father like finding the daughter, right? Like that. Because then I thought to myself, obviously like it's fake. I know it's fake. It's a movie. But the idea that something like that, something stupid like that could happen is difficult.
I have a feeling that Tony's going to look at me like I'm fucking psycho. So like you were saying, the only movie that I've watched, especially since being an adult, that I remember watching, knowing it's fake, but still being uneasy from it because of the visuals we were getting, was Paranormal Activity.
Really?
Yeah, just because I'm really big into the whole haunted ghost thing, and like I watch like a lot of the ghost shows and shit. So the first Paranormal Activity, the way they're doing it, like, was the shit that I was really into. Like I wanted to be like to go out and like do ghost hunts and shit and like try and capture evidence. So I was like, this shit is like insanely like to watch. Like this is crazy, almost like real footage. Even though I knew it was fake, it was just insane to watch. The later ones were horrible. Like they just completely ruined what it was. But the first one, it didn't scare me, but I definitely felt uneasy watching some of that shit.
I think everybody has their everybody's kind of got their own thing. Like my wife, for years I couldn't get her to watch John Wick, and the only reason that I got her to watch it was she's like, skip past the part where the dog dies and I'll watch the film. So she would not watch, even though I told her it's fake, the blood is CG, like you can clearly tell it's all fake. She's like, nope, won't do it. She wouldn't even be in the room if the movie was on and it was going to play that part.
All right. So dogs, right? Dogs are a very big thing in America.
Yeah.
People don't fuck with the dogs. Like,
yes.
Do not hurt a dog. I remember I was on a cruise ship and it was fucking raining or something. So we were in the cabin and Melissa put on some fucking movie about dogs. And it wasn't like a cartoon. It wasn't All Dogs Go to Heaven. But it was some movie where you like watch this spirit of a dog go through like seven different dogs and he keeps fucking dying. And I was like, this is horrible. Like I could not fucking watch any more of it because the dog kept fucking dying. Yeah, if it was like a person, I'd be like, whatever, fucking die. But the dog, like, I don't want to see this shit. And then now they've got a new movie coming out in October.
Good Boy.
Good Boy.
Yeah.
Have you seen this thing, Tony?
No.
So it's a horror movie, all from the point of view, basically, of a dog.
Down.
So, like, there's like that theory that dogs and cats and shit can see like spirits. They can see a different frequency than we can. So they can see like spirits. That's why dogs and cats will like stare into a corner and bark or hiss at absolutely nothing because they're fucking psychotic. Well, people believe that they're seeing something there that we don't see. So this movie, you're seeing it through the eyes of the dogs. So you're seeing like spirits and shit around people who don't see it. And then it goes like crazy. But like the guy who put up that I saw first that put up like the trailer for it was talking about it. The first like 500 comments were, does the dog die? Does the dog die? Does the dog die?
Oh my God.
Like nobody wants to see it.
I'd be like, kill the dog twice.
To the point where everybody who's like talked about it in their like little YouTube shorts or whatever, they're like, this movie that and the dog doesn't die. It's been confirmed the dog does not die. Go see the movie. The dog doesn't die. Oh,
Tony's like, I hate dogs.
No, I don't hate dogs at all. I just don't have. I like the self-sufficiency of a cat, and my cats love me. So
yes,
at least that's how they project themselves.
I'm definitely. I mean, from what we just highlighted, I'm definitely super into cryptozoology. So, like, Chris is super into ghosts. I'm super into cryptozoology.
Why didn't you get the Jersey Devil figure? Lion ass.
Because I don't need to buy more figures. I have enough trouble paying for the ones that I want for the collections I already have. I'm not getting involved in anything else.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I love all that shit. The ghosts, the fucking monsters, crypto. I'm into all that. Oh,
I actually watched 2 new documentaries about Bigfoot recently that were surprising because they were
That's not what I expected to come out of your mouth. But all right.
they were so different from most Bigfoot documentaries. So
did they actually find him?
They did not. They did not.
Fucking hide and seek champion, bro. Jesus Christ.
And the first documentary was interesting. It's called A Beautiful Flash Bigfoot, and it's about like people searching for Bigfoot and everything, but it's not done with like creepy music or anything else. They take it very seriously and they're presenting the evidence. And then the next documentary they did, I forget the title of it, but it was essentially about the theory that Bigfoot is extraterrestrial in nature, right? Like that there's this connection between UFOs and Bigfoot and all that other stuff. Do we want
to go down this rabbit hole? Is that what we're going to
do?
Is this the rabbit hole we're going down?
I'm good with it.
Yes. There's a lot of connection between apparently UFO sightings and Bigfoot sightings.
Yeah.
But there's also the idea that Bigfoot, aliens, ghosts, all these shits are like interdimensional.
Yeah, that's what
actually like the same type of being. There's interdimensional. They come in and out. It's weird. But I don't want to get too nerdy on this cast because that's going out there scientifically. But and you can see Tony's face. He's drinking. He's gonna fall asleep soon if we keep going on that route. I feel.
I'll just be like, "Oh no, I gotta go."
Tony's like,
as he's got like a ghost
Bigfoot
behind him. Oh man, but shit. Tony, do you know we have a Bigfoot in Florida?
You what?
We have a Bigfoot in Florida.
Oh, we do, huh?
Yeah, his name's Skunk Ape.
Oh God.
It's true.
It's like a jackalope.
No, jackalope.
Jackalope, sorry.
But Skunk Ape is actually he's like a Bigfoot, just like long hair. He lives in the swamps. He just smells really bad, so they call him a skunk.
He's more red in color.
He's like an orangutan.
Yeah, he's more red in color. He's not nearly as big, allegedly. There's definitely some pictures and video evidence that is kind of compelling.
No, we did I think it was like senior year or some shit. We had to do a report on mythical beings or crypto bullshit. And I picked the Loch Ness Monster because there had been like carcasses found that wound up being like some one of the whale shark or something carcass. But I remember I was up there giving my presentation on this fucking thing, and this other student, I don't want to say his name or anything about him because I could get canceled for it, but this other student said some shit to me like while I was fucking in the middle of my presentation, and I looked at him. I'm like, "Have you like shut the fuck up recently?" And my teacher is just like, didn't know what the fuck to do. I didn't get in trouble. I get told to go outside. It was great. I continued my presentation. I think I got a D on it, but still, probably for cussing out the kid. But see, look, Tim, Skunk Ape is a thing. Like, Joe, Tony, you're out of the loop, man, on Skunk Ape.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never had an encounter with Bigfoot or Skunk Ape or anything else, but I'm fairly confident that something like that exists.
Look at Tony hits him with the saw. How are you gonna sit there and grammar check Tim like that?
That is one of my biggest pet peeves ever is when people say I seen something.
I seen it.
You didn't see shit. I know people don't think it'd be like that, but it do.
Just like the people who swear they seen the that fucking the genie movie with Sinbad. Shazam.
That's a real movie.
No, it's fucking not. Go find it. Find it right now, Tony. Please.
Find a copy or find the actual movie exists.
Find that it exists right now.
I'm telling you, I watched the movie as a kid.
You've
No, you
never
didn't.
watched fucking Shazam with Sinbad. It's never been a thing.
Oh man.
Dude,
Yeah,
that Tony's
no.
busy. He's gonna try finding it.
It
What he's gonna find is gonna be like this, like
Bro, it's
bad.
it's Kazam and it's 1996. It's an actual fucking movie.
That's
it's the
Kazam with
Shaquille
Shaq.
O'Neal, not Sinbad. There's a Mandela effect where people say that there was never a Shaquille O'Neal movie called Kazam. It was
Well, no.
Sinbad
That
movie
there's still a
called
Kazam, but there's also a Shazam that came out before that with Sinbad.
Oh, I only know Kazam. I'm not.
All right. So yeah, so you're not stupid then. I appreciate you, Tony.
Oh, thank you. I've mixed up my people. I mean, you know.
But now you got Joe saying it's real. Now I don't know anymore. Joe's gone crazy. He's gone rogue. Damn, I was really hoping you thought it was real. I wanted you to go find some shit just so I could be like, no, this, and this. I can hit the like.
Oh man.
Yeah, Kazam was real. But so since we got some people in the chat, we got like 6 people watching. We got a few people talking. I just want to get some people's opinions. If anybody in the chat wants to throw out movie ideas for us to watch and do deep dives on, right? So the movie wasn't good, but we had a good time recording or doing the live cast for Little Shop of Horrors. Wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't what our childhood reminds us of what that movie was.
Yes.
So I am curious to see if we can get some people who do watch the show to throw out some opinions, because they might throw out some movie that none of us have ever seen that we can then really watch and be like, holy crap, and really go over something insane. Because I know, like we said before, the 30th, we have Trick or Treat.
Womp womp.
So, man, you almost got me canceled. You almost got me canceled to call you something. You're so that. You know damn well what that is. But I think November, unless somebody throws out something just insanely out there, I think we should do the Mario Brothers movie.
The original Mario
Brothers.
Brothers.
When was the last time you saw Mario Brothers?
Okay.
No, seriously, when was the last time you saw it?
It's been a minute, and there's a reason for that. It's not on my radar as something I want to watch. That's like it wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't a good movie. It's just one of those 90s movies like Tank Girl.
It was definitely worse than Tank Girl.
I don't know. Freaking Ice-T plays this dog weird thing in fucking Tank Girl.
Tony, do you really think Sinbad was in the movie Steel?
I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't even know Steel was a movie.
Where Shaq plays a superhero that's practically Superman?
I didn't know that was a movie.
Oh.
I mean, it's not practically Superman, but
Well, I mean, it's Shaq. He's Superman. That's his whole gimmick. So we got Tim saying Weird Science. Joe
That's a
saying
great movie.
Fire in the Sky. Tim also threw out Last Dragon.
Weird Science was good.
That movie's good. Last Dragon is good.
Jose saying Gremlins 2. I haven't Fire in the Sky. Which one was that? No, Tim. Tim, I'm gonna kick you. We're not doing Mac and Me. No, we're not fucking doing Mac and Me.
We're not going to watch early 1980s McDonald's parties?
Yeah, no, we're not. The fuck no. I'll do fucking like batteries not included. I'm not no fucking Mac and Me.
That movie was good.
Oh my god! You ever go back and try to watch it though?
Yeah, I watched it recently. It went on sale on Apple TV,
For
Oh,
98 cents. And
I bought it for $4, and I watched it because I enjoyed it as a kid. It's still good now.
What the fuck is? I don't know. Movie 43. What the fuck is that?
If I remember correctly, it's a horror movie.
All right, so we got some interesting picks here. Mac and Me's not fucking happening.
Don't act like it's not your favorite movie.
Little Monsters.
Ooh. Little Monsters you can watch for free.
I haven't seen Little Monsters since I was a little monster.
They might pay you to watch it.
I don't know. I could probably go to the fucking library. There'll be 7 copies, and all of them will be missing.
and 5 of them they can't find.
Fucking just gone.
God, that was the best story.
I'm just gonna throw it out there because you're talking shit about going to the library. I had to take before we went to the gym tonight. Right by the gym is our local library. Melissa went in there and picked up some CDs. You got a fucking problem?
Man, you guys are. I don't know if you're poor or just like stuck in that world.
But here's today. I got a notification that like, oh, your item has been shipped from Walmart. I'm like, the fuck did I order? Like, I didn't try and order another fucking screw loose set. Like, what the fuck did I order? And I'm looking at the picture, like a small picture on my phone. I'm like, is that Jagged Little Pill from Alanis Morissette? What the fuck is that? And apparently Melissa wanted a new CD, so she bought fucking Alanis Morissette Jagged Little Pill. Like
so instead of just streaming her album off Spotify like anyone else,
she wants to put it on her flash drive to have in her car, I guess. Like,
wow.
Tony doesn't like physical media. You're fucking weird.
Yeah, agreed.
See, I'm seeing a lot of actual like good options in here that I want to save somehow so we can like do them for other ones, like Labyrinth. When's the last time you guys saw Labyrinth?
It's been a very long time. I own it, but I have not watched it in a very long time.
Maybe a year or two ago, the most.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it. Ernest Scared Stupid. Tony doesn't like that movie because it's not Ernest Scared Straight.
Ernest Scared Straight.
That one.
I haven't watched that movie for over 10 years.
Yeah, the last time I watched Ernest Scared Stupid was probably about 10 years ago. I remember watching it and thinking like, man, it's not bad. Just kind of like with Little Shops of Horrors. Like, it's not bad, but it's not what my childhood really remembers it being. So I fear if I watch it again now, I'll probably be like, man, maybe it is bad. Maybe.
I watched it last year in October for Evangeline wanted to watch some Halloween movies, so I showed her that one. I enjoyed it. It's not great. It's super dumb, but all the Ernest movies are dumb. So that was just
there's no real like cinematic entertainment value there. It's just Ernest.
Yeah.
Just Ernest doing Ernest stuff.
Yeah, I suggested Killer Clowns from Outer Space as well, Jose. That one was like, no, we don't need to see that. So, you know what's interesting, though? I was on Amazon the other day looking for, Bigfoot and cryptid documentaries and stuff. And one of the things I saw looked like a spiritual successor to Monster Squad.
Oh.
It was called, I think it was called Ghost Squad, and it was a bunch of kids. And they were kind of like creating a thing like the Monster Squad did. And it was funny because they didn't say Monster Squad, but the kids like, a long time ago, there were a group of kids like us, but they were looking for monsters and not ghosts. And I'm like, okay, is this like supposed to be a spiritual successor?
No, I already don't like it. Fuck them.
That's cool if they gave homage to it. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
How about, you know what? I mean, I would do this movie if you guys agree, because I've never seen it. But Dark Crystal, I've never seen Dark Crystal.
You're gonna pull your hair out about 15 minutes into it.
All right. And same thing here. Okay, this one I've seen the figures, I've seen like images, but I've never seen Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth is a damn good movie.
It's Guillermo del Toro, so
yeah.
Like, of course it's good. Dark Crystal and Labyrinth, I own both of them because Jen really likes them. But I've actually never seen Dark Crystal either. And
Dark Crystal's from the 80s, right? That has like the puppets that look like kind of like
a Jim Henson movie. It's a Jim Henson movie. Both of them are.
Yeah. Fun fact. Joe's throwing out facts because he's like 95 years old. Fun fact. Yoda's puppet in the Goblin Village. Really?
I gotta look that up.
Yeah. That's just like you can find R2D2 in Star Trek 2009 and then Star Trek Into Darkness.
What, is it a trash can?
No, he's in both of those movies. R2D2 is in both of those movies because Lucasfilm did did the cinematics and stuff. So they hid R2D2 in there. You can see him.
That's funny. So okay, so I'm thinking like he was actually rolling around as R2D2.
No.
He was just like a background hidden thing, an Easter egg.
Yep.
That's cool. All right, so I mean, there's some good options here. I know Psycho was really adamant about doing Mario Brothers.
Well, it was
Or
one of the
possibly Mars
movies I
Attacks.
chose. It was one of the movies I chose just because I haven't seen it in a long time, and I don't think it's a good movie, but I think
give us a lot to talk about.
yeah, and I think that it's not as bad as people say it is. It's just not a good Mario movie.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're on the Ark of the Covenant.
Are they?
Yes.
Man, I am not this level of nerd about those movies. Well, also it's Indiana Jones. Like, who really likes that?
Normal people.
I mean, they don't buy the shit for it. That's why they don't make the toys. So
those are cool little Easter eggs, but I would have never picked up on it.
Yeah, no. That's I feel like that's one of those things that they put in there that nobody notices until like 30 years later when somebody who like worked production like shows like close photos. It's like, oh shit, and then everybody tries to act like they noticed that when it first happened, when they really didn't.
Like, remember in The Fifth Element, those like creatures in the beginning, the robots, whatever the hell they are, the they come out of the
Mondo Chiwan, yeah,
whatever the giant things are, but their heads look like the droids from Star Wars, the freaking clones or whatever.
Yeah.
Or clankers, whatever. No, not clankers. Drones, or I forget what they're called. Clones, yeah. Roots.
Oh, do you want to watch Roots?
Yeah, right after we watch American History X.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So,
I mean, here's a novel idea. Why not watch the original RoboCop and then watch the remake RoboCop?
Oh.
And then discuss the differences.
Well, one was good, one was not.
I mean, I don't remember the remake. I watched it one time, and I remember thinking it wasn't great, but I also remember thinking parts of it were interesting.
Because wasn't the remake the one where he's like in the black suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do like when they go through the okay, so how do I put this? So like, like certain original movies that there's scenes that you wanted to see, like I would want to see, right? But you didn't see them in the original. It wasn't until you saw a remake. So one of them for me was I wanted to see how much of Murphy was left as RoboCop. So when they show in the new movie, and he's sitting there and he's like, he's like, what's left of me or whatever, and they said show him, and it's literally like his lungs and like a spinal cord and then like his brain matter or whatever, and that's it. That's what's left of the guy.
I always thought it was more than that.
Well, so in the remake is what Tony is talking about.
But I know. I'm just saying, like in general, like when I picture RoboCop, I always felt like it was like kind of like waist up, fucked up limbs.
But also in the remake, he finds out that they took away a lot of his body.
Right.
So it wasn't like it was destroyed. They just removed it because it didn't fit what they wanted.
So they're like, oh, we have this suit. We got to cut all this fat to make sure you fit in this suit.
There's literally nothing left of the guy. But I mean, it's the same thing with Alex Murphy in the first one. He's just got the front part of his face, which they tell you later on. I didn't know that. Later on, it's just his skin stretched over like a skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Jose might be right. If he's talking about RoboCop as worst remakes ever. I don't know if it's worst ever, but I remember watching. I was like, man, this is fucking bad.
God damn it.
That was pretty funny right now. I'm not going to lie.
I was like, I won't be here. Look, let's
what I saw
Homeward
was,
Bound.
shit, what are they watching?
Homeward Bound. Let's watch that, Dad.
Listen, 2 videos ago, all you saw was my cat's head just fucking pop up on screen.
And like 20 videos ago, all we saw was your cat's butthole. So,
yeah.
So, which Dredd is he talking about? The Stallone Dredd? I am the law, or the Carl Urban Dredd?
I'm gonna go with probably the new one.
I never liked either of the Dredd movies.
I thought the Carl Urban one was interesting. And listen, like the Stallone Judge Dredd is not a great Judge Dredd movie, but like for vintage Stallone, it's funny. It's a fun movie.
If you told me I had to pick a Stallone movie to watch, I'd either pick probably First Blood or Demolition Man.
First Blood was great. You don't just turn it off. I didn't ask you. You asked me.
Like, if I had to go for Stallone, it'd be one of those two. Recent Stallone may be Expendables just because of the dumb action that's involved in those.
I'm just surprised they're able to cast him with so many people when he's like Tom Cruise short.
Is he really?
Like, he's short as shit, dude. He's like 5'3" or 5'4" or something like that.
He's not that small. God damn
He's
it.
pretty goddamn small.
I don't think 5'3" is accurate. Let's see.
All right, what's your guess before I look it up?
He stood up next to Hulk Hogan, who's like 6'4". Like, obviously, movie magic, they can make him look taller, but like, even body wise, like.
Okay, he's 5'10".
Yeah, Stallone is the size. Stallone is
Still shorter than I am.
But it's average size. Like, that is the average height of a man.
It's still shorter than me. I expected him to be like six something, but no. See, look at that. Jose's with me on this. Demolition Man's a great. See,
and Tom Cruise is 5'7".
The small bastard.
All right, so we got a lot of options here to weed out for the next upcoming months.
What about
as far
Blade?
as next month? It's going to be either.
It's a good movie.
It's going to be either Mario Brothers or Mars Attacks. It's going to be one of those two.
That's a weird option. You can either watch Mars Attacks or Super Mario Brothers.
Well, because Psycho originally said Mario Brothers, and then somebody mentioned Mars Attacks.
Tony did. It was
and
one
then
of the first things Tony said.
That. He really jumped on. Oh yeah, we could do that because it's something that he's watched before. Because like Psycho doesn't like horror, so I don't want to make him all like horror movies. Because I don't want to push the man to watch shit that in a genre he doesn't like all the time. You know what I mean? That's kind of fucked up. So I don't know how we got onto Blade, but yeah, Blade's great.
Well, no, because I saw in the chat somebody wrote Wesley Snipes is best, and I was like, oh, Blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I must be the only one that does not like Blade, and it might be Blade 2 with Ryan Reynolds.
That's Blade 3 or Blade Trinity.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like Blade and Deadpool together?
I didn't care for the whole thing. Didn't make any sense to me.
Because
I'm fine with the first. We had the first Blade. We could have stopped there, and I'd been okay with it. I think it's just one of those movies. It was cool to watch, and then move on.
I can see that. They started like pushing the story and like got really like diluted, and kind of like it went further than it really should have. I can see that.
Well, I mean, part of it was that Wesley Snipes wasn't happy with the production of Blade 3. He wasn't happy with things, and because he wasn't happy, they had to do a lot of rewrites. But part of the issue is Blade wasn't really featured in Blade 3 in the original script. And even then, even with the movie that's made, he doesn't have a lot of screen time.
But even Blade 2, like it's the second movie.
I thought Blade 2 was very good.
No,
vampires that you don't expect, like, and then vampires that feed on other vampires because of a mutation. Like, that was, I thought it was very good. Guillermo del Toro did a great job with Blade 2.
Yeah, no, I'm with Blade 1. I really liked Blade 1. Blade 2, like, it wasn't bad, but I didn't enjoy it anywhere near as much as I enjoyed the first one.
Short Circuit 1 and 2, those movies were hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
I remember watching those as a kid and thinking they were hilarious.
Yep. Come on, Johnny Five, come on.
So, okay. Man. Not bad.
Speaking of Del Toro, man, I'm waiting for that Frankenstein movie to come out. I keep seeing these trailers and it's looking damn good.
I haven't seen a trailer yet. Oh
my God.
Here's the thing. Question. Just because I'm curious also, chat's here active if they'd be interested in seeing this type of thing from us. But Psycho had brought up some ideas to me about ideas for future episodes. And I think with what he said, there's just some things we need to iron out idea wise. But I have this like branch from what he was saying, an idea I was thinking. So a movie that we're gonna do, right? One of the movies we're gonna watch, or just any new movie, do like a 5 minute shorts of us watching the trailers and reacting to the trailers. Whether it
Okay.
be like the new Frankenstein, or it's like example would be we're gonna do Mars Attacks or whatever movie next month. Let's watch the trailer and then we see what happens. We make a nice little short, but curious if people would be interested in even seeing that. Because if the chat's like, nah, fuck that, we don't want that, then maybe not. But I feel like that could be some entertaining content to drop periodically. What the fuck? Oh, I'm like, who the? And I realized I saw the name. I don't believe shit this man says. So,
Huh.
but yeah, so I think it might be interesting because then we could do like if we did Anaconda, you hadn't seen the trailer yet, you'd be like, yo, what the hell did I just see? Or and go from there and like review the trailer a little bit, and then
Yeah.
Because
originally my idea was like if we're gonna watch a movie, we could all just watch the movie, but watch it like in this kind of setting without the chat. Like you're watching it on your screen, Chris is watching it on his, I'm watching it on mine, and we're watching the film. And inevitably, while we're watching it, there's going to be moments where something interesting happens or something crazy happens, and we all react to that. And I told Chris, then we could go back and we could edit out those parts where we're reacting to specific things and kind of use that as kind of like a bait to get people to watch when we review it. Because then the video would be just like the Little Shop of Horrors.
like a lead up video.
It'd be, it'd be like a short, short clips of our reacting to it. So I don't know. I just thought it might be an interesting way to do things.
Yeah, I'm not sure about all that because I can't imagine sitting here for an hour and a half trying to watch a movie on my computer screen.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. But I think we tried it first and try and do some like actual, blind react to movie trailers and shit. I think we can have some fun with those. What else we got going on in the chat? I kind of zoned out on it. Let's see. Joe knows stuff. You'd have to stream the movie so that you're watching and reacting to the same thing at the same time. Correct. Yes. I don't know what to say to that. See, all right. This would be great, right? And the only thing I worry about is obviously YouTube getting pissed off and, muting my videos because it's just too much copywritten material coming through with that. They get really iffy about that unless you have like, it seems like if you have lower amount of views, they get much more strict on that versus if you have, millions of followers and shit, you get away with a lot more. From what I've noticed, I could be wrong. So
performance equals privilege. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, you guys got anything else? Because we're at the hour mark. Might start winding down.
No, I'm good. I'm glad I made it this far. I'm pretty run down.
Poor guy. I know you're not feeling well, man. We appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you didn't make it to like the 9:30 and like just be like, nope, I'm fucking done.
I took a good nap, but I'm not lying. I could go back to bed and I'd be all right with it.
If you need to, brother, you can go.
Right.
We out of here, I think.
This is why I don't
don't like when you leave something, don't end it for everybody because I have to like download the chat so I can get all the movie names and shit, please. I know you like to do that sometimes, like I'm out, bitches, and then end it for everybody. Like if I'm not
hit the wrong button,
nobody's here.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. Look forward to next week, and trick or treat should be a lot of fun.
That's not next week. That's the week after.
All right, I was wrong.
30th.
It'll be fine. So
Tony doesn't have time for calendars. What are you talking about, Chris?
I can't anymore.
Tony
All
lives
right, guys,
life
come
a
out.
quarter mile at a time.
I'll talk to you.
All right, man.
So.
Dog.
Oh shit. So okay, and there goes Tony. Tony's not feeling great, but I appreciate him coming in. Psycho, you got a little bit longer because
I mean, I don't really have much else to talk about. I'll stay on if somebody in the chat wants to talk about something or you got a topic you want to talk about. But if you want to end it early, we could do that too.
So we can talk about the. Did you see anything at the show recently?
What do
you want to discuss? New York?
No, I mean, not really. I looked at the Ghostbuster stuff, the Ninja Turtle stuff, but there wasn't really, other than obviously the 2012 stuff, which is coming in, and then the Ecto Glow Ghostbusters. I mean, it was kind of disappointing that we didn't get some other large Ghostbuster announcement. I was disappointed that we didn't actually see the finished HasLab Ecto 1. I thought that would have been a perfect time for them to show it, since they've said that they're going to
be relatively soon.
Yeah, like I figured that would be a perfect time for them to show it. Hey, this is the completed one. This is what it's going to look like, and they didn't show it. So like
they did say on that cast where they showed off the ectocopter.
Yeah.
That between now and going up to Comic-Con next year, it's gonna be like a road to Comic-Con of announcements of stuff. Didn't say what kind of announcements, what versions or anything, just that there's gonna be Ghostbuster announcements leading up to it. Okay, Tim popping in with a question. So bring it back up. Tim's asking, what's your favorite cryptid?
For me, it's Bigfoot, because it's really the only one, like Bigfoot and all the subspecies, Momo, skunk ape, those are the only ones that I genuinely believe in. Because just there, in my opinion, there's too much history and evidence to support the existence to just write it off and say it's a figment of your imagination.
So you're cryptid. You're a cryptidist. He's the only one you like. That's very prejudiced of you.
Okay.
No. Like I'm sitting here like going through like the Rolodex of cryptids in my head. If I really had to pick one, it would. I feel like the idea of the like the skinwalkers is very much up my alley, or even the Rougarou. The
Cajun werewolf, the Lougarou.
The Rougarou, yeah, with the R, yeah.
Well, so the Lougarou is the real. It's the Loup-garou, but when Cajun people pronounce it, they pronounce it Rougarou. But it's actually Loup-garou, and it's French. And yeah.
I don't know if that's right, but I'll take your word.
I mean, it is right.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah, the Rougarou. Yeah.
No, Loup-garou. I'm telling you.
So no. If you want to get technical with it, right here, the Rougarou is spelled as Rougarou. And it has its roots in French folklore, though, and it has that it does have the inspiration from the loop, like you said, the Loup-garou, but it's not that same thing. It's not about how they pronounce it.
It's a werewolf, right?
It's the same type of thing, yeah.
Yeah,
it's not the. But it's not like, oh, they can't pronounce it, so they called it this. Like it's different. The similarities, like it's inspired, basically.
Have you ever seen the show These Woods Are Haunted?
Probably. Is that on Discovery or Travel?
I think it was on Travel.
Then most of watch all that crap.
The reason I'm asking is because they did an episode.
Hey, Tim, tell us what yours is in the chat. What your favorite cryptid is?
They did an episode of that show with a guy named Roy Stubblefield, where he talked about his encounter with a Cajun werewolf, and it was fantastic.
That sounds like such a fake name. Stubblefield?
Yeah, Roy Stubblefield. But then, like after that episode, because I started looking into it. That guy had been on some podcasts where he detailed his story, where like he recounted it in very detailed form. One of the podcasts is 3 hours long, and it's really interesting when you listen to that guy and the story he tells. It's really, really interesting.
So I'll have to check it out because I don't recall. I know I've seen the show, but I'll have to check out the podcast.
Yeah. Well, if you've seen that episode, or if you haven't, you can find the episode of These Woods Are Haunted on HBO Max if you have that. And if you don't, I think you could find it on YouTube. And then the other one.
Spectrum's going crazy, but okay. Spectrum thinks the Chronic 2, but I feel like the Chronic 2001 was the Chronic 2. But what do I know? So, all right. So Joe asked about Mothman. Tim seems like Mothman is interesting. And the thing with Mothman is that the different stories as to what it is they don't line up very well. Because you've got the idea that the Mothman kind of is like the foreseer of doom or whatever. Like it kind of appears
the harbinger of doom. Yes.
Yeah, like he's there before shit happens. But then other people, or there's other stories where Mothman's just like a cryptid that comes out the trees and attacks people. So like there's two different versions of the Mothman. Same thing with the Chupacabra. Chupacabra has a couple different versions too. Like Chupacabra, you have like the one that we know, the goat sucker, kind of looks like this thing. They're like, oh look, like Chupacabra, like this is kind of like the Chupacabra when I was a kid that they kind of pictured of what a Chupacabra was. It just like sucked the blood out of goats, but then now they say the Chupacabra is more like a wolf. Like the ones they've seen are like canines with mange and shit. Like it's weird. So a lot of these have like a bunch of different roots and stories, and they've definitely like changed over time. The fuck, Tim? I feel like, I mean, it could be. I've never heard of it, but I feel like that is not a cryptid. I feel like the grinning man goes against what cryptids are. I feel like that's more of like some type of spirit of some sort versus a cryptid.
Yeah, I mean, so now you got like Dog Man and all these other creatures that are popular at the moment, and I'm not discounting any of them, but I think that at least as far as I'm concerned, the only one that seems more than just theoretically plausible would be Bigfoot.
Well, I think Bigfoot would be the one that would be the most. I don't know about theoretically plausible because a lot of these could be plausible, but the most likely, if one had to be real, like if you only pick one, like you found that only one cryptid was real, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bigfoot, just because it is essentially a giant missing link of an ape. And if it's just out there living in the woods, it's just very good at hiding. And we just haven't discovered it yet. Like I can see that definitely being a thing because we discover new species of animals all the time.
Yep.
So there's no reason why it can't be that. Because you hear people say the same thing, like, "Oh, they've never found bones." Well, yeah, but not many people go walk in the woods and just find bare bones either. Like a lot of these things, like
Deer
hide
bones.
themselves when they die. Like,
right, like or deer bones, and you know that deer are preyed on by a lot of animals.
well,
you don't just walk through the woods and find those bones.
but I mean, you could say that a deer, because it is preyed on by a lot of animals, is why you won't find their bones, like just a full deer carcass laying there of bones,
Yeah.
because other things are going to bite it or eat it. But yeah, you don't just see, like I said, like a bear just dead in the wild. You don't come across a full skeleton of a bear. So
Yeah.
you're not going to come across a full skeleton of or a dead body of a Bigfoot, because they go in caves and shit and die. Then you can find bones scattered through there as wolves and shit have eaten it.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, Joe, no. Slender Man is not a cryptid. That's what do they call it? A
Urban
creepy
legend.
pasta.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a creepy. Some kid made it up for a competition for like doing like a myth or urban legends type thing. It was just a made up story that a high schooler or middle schooler made up and gained traction in that creepy pasta world. But people think he's real now, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like people have that idea now that because so many people know what it is and they think about it, that they've manifested it to be a real thing. But yeah, no. Huh. All right, Tim, I'm gonna have to go look into that. Injured Cold has connections to Mothman. Okay, I'll look into that more then.
I mean, there's been lots of stories of Bigfoot swimming, and so that wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, yeah, like that. What? So the idea that a Bigfoot would swim, like, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Unless they were saying, unless the person was insinuating that Bigfoot live underwater. I know that at least in Florida, right, if you believe in skunk ape, then you know that they spend a lot of time in the water because they're in the Everglades.
Well, yeah, they they
Um,
they walk through the water, yeah, and they're
yeah,
in
I mean,
marshland.
as a kid, like I said, I've never had any personal experiences with any of this, but as a kid, my dad would tell me a story where he thinks that he encountered a skunk ape in the Everglades when he was in his 20s. Um, and it came out of the water, like it swam through the water and it came out. But I don't
See,
know.
like the only thing that I've seen that was weird, and to this day, I still think it was a UFO. It was years ago. I was a kid in the back seat of my mom's car. It was on Christmas Eve. They were going through Davie, and that was back when Davie was like country land, like just farm.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting there, and I sat up and I looked out the window, and there was like out in one of the farmhouses there was this big object and just a light aiming down from it. And I remember seeing it and trying to point out to my mom, and her looking and not seeing anything. Um, so I remember that, and then I also remember as a kid in my house in Hollywood that I can remember sitting there with my mom, like while she was with her friends playing, like they had played this game. It was kind of like Sorry, but it was like they call it Ag, but it was like a board game. And I can remember sitting there like on my mom's lap, and I can remember seeing like a shadow run circles around the living room area of my old house. And like to this day, I can remember in my mind, I called it the witch. Never saw anything that just a shadow. I seen shit like that, but
I think that I saw a UFO once when I was a kid. We used to go down to the Keys and
oh, wrong one.
the we would take the back roads because my dad didn't want to pay for the turnpike and pay all the tolls. And it was one time when we were traveling at night, and there was this weird, like, floating thing hovering above the strawberry fields down in Homestead, and it was a
Okay.
triangle. But inside the triangle, right, were lights, and so there were three lights on each side that kind of like came into one, and the thing hovered there for a little while, and then it just kind of took off. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
weird. It was
yeah, no, it's
absolutely weird.
weird. But then I think back and it's like I remember seeing these things as a kid, and then being old now, I can't help but wonder if just my memory of those things has been uh molded and changed due to things I've seen on TV and in movies. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know how much I trust my memory from back when I was 6 anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those interesting things because clearly you saw something that left you with questions, and it's all the experiences of your life then kind of crammed together, I guess.
All right, Joe, Joe, how the fuck you gonna drop a bomb like that? Like, how you gonna sit here and say you've seen ghost aliens and have been on a UFO multiple times? Oh, you learned that from a uh, regressive hypnosis, so like from a seeing what your past was. Like, what the fuck? I want to do that.
Yeah, no, I think I don't know.
Fucking Joe. If I lost all my friends, I understand. I don't know, man. I respect you more.
I definitely think that there are things we can't explain. And then there are things that some people could explain but choose not to. So
I mean, Tim's UFO out in the Everglades. It's crazy shit goes on in the Everglades. But
yeah,
then that also leads, like you were saying before, the whole idea that Bigfoot. I've heard that for years. People trying to tie Bigfoot to UFO sightings because they seem to be very popular. Same thing when you go like Skinwalker Ranch. You have a lot of UFO activity, but you also have a lot of skinwalkers. You also have a lot of what seems like hauntings going on. Like a lot of that seems like it's very much tied together. Um, whether or not they're the same thing, just like disguising themselves as different things. I mean, that's always a possibility.
yeah.
What the? So, Joe, you wrote a book? Joe, what podcast did you go on about it? I'd be interested to know that. If find out it's one of the podcasts I've listened to and I've heard it, that'd be hilarious. But I don't know, like when people also start thinking like that whole like dimension hopping, that they're dimensional beings going from the the one thing that they say about that, I'm like, you know what, that could be if these creatures are real, being dimension hopping makes more sense. Would be why, say, something the size of the Loch Ness monster is so rarely seen, and there could be such gaps between seeing it because it's here for a split second in this dimension, then it gets back into another dimension. Like, okay, if these things are real, that seems like it would be a possibility and would make more sense than the fact that the Loch Ness monster is living in a cave underneath the lock, and he just chills there, comes out periodically to eat fish, and gets caught.
I mean, my personal opinion on the Loch Ness monster is it existed at one time, but it doesn't anymore. Right? I think that it has died off.
But people see it still all the time, supposedly. Like there's always, not always, but there's every year there's several sightings continuously for the Loch Ness monster. I mean, maybe he's just looking for tree 50. I don't know. He just is there.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
all right, we're gonna wrap this up. Get out of here because it sounds like you're getting harassed by a dog.
Yeah, my dog's being a jerk. He
Fun.
wants to go out, and because I'm ignoring him, he's becoming more and more insistent.
So you just smack that bit. All right, cool. Well, thanks guys in the chat for keeping this going, man. This was great. I'm gonna have to download it, start seeing so I can remember all the movie ideas and see what we can do for next for some of the upcoming episodes where we watch the movies and do deep dives on them. Uh anything you want to leave off with there, Psycho?
No, I don't think so.
Man, I was hoping you had some like philosophical, like deep
I
thought
mean,
going on.
I absolutely could say things, but then we're going to be on here for significantly longer.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Because when you get on those types of rants, I have a tendency to start falling asleep.
There you go.
That's well, I do appreciate you coming out, man.
Thank you.
Cool of you. Tony, he's gone, but the man's tired. Man wasn't feeling well. Those of you who are here still, check us out Tuesday night. We'll be doing Drinks and Toys, where that show we focus mainly on the entire collector world of toys, kind of in the name. So that's what we'll be doing there. Um, I'm hoping we got some new viewers. That'd be great. I spam this bitch around. So
There you go.
but cool. So we'll see you guys later, and we'll hopefully see you Tuesday night.
Sounds good.
All right, later, guys.